Below-deck charter clients pay to travel out to sea and enjoy stunning sunsets, stunning coastlines, and glistening blue waters, often while sipping cocktails. During Season 12's sixth charter, the guests were somewhat displeased when St. David was surprisingly kept at bay. During Episode 12, Captain Kerry Titherage told the passengers that the boat was experiencing some mechanical problems. The boat is not under my control from the stations. Thus, we will be stranded here tonight. In an attempt to salvage the situation, the skipper stated that the tender and water sports equipment, such as jet skis, would still be available to the visitors. I apologize for our current predicament. He assured the guests, "We'll try our best to meet all of your needs." However, the visitors immediately expressed their opinions to one another once Kerry left, with one exclaiming, "Are you kidding me?" Then another saying, "We got screwed." Kerry admitted, "I feel so sorry for these men. Boats also have a reputation. A good one takes years to construct, while a bad one may be ruined in a single day. Giving them a discount on the trip is up to the charter operator. However, I have no influence over that. I can just make sure they have an amazing time on the boat. Encourage the team to work harder. We must turn lemons into lemonade. In some way." Captain Kerry first became aware of the issue while the St. David was parked at the yacht club Isle de Sol in St. Martin. Every station's steering, engine, and bow thruster are always tested before departure. In the August 18th show, Kerry stated, "It's not working if I don't see wash." Kerry and his first officer attempted, but failed, to reset the engines and thrusters. Kerry highlighted that losing a wing station is a serious issue. "I am unable to get off the dock. A central brain receives each station. Therefore, we either have a brain issue or a problem with one of the boat's controllers. I'm not going anywhere with something that isn't perfect." It was necessary for the first officer to check the fuses and turn off the engines. Now the yacht is stranded. I'm not sure when we can depart. Kerry told Bosun Hugo Ortega and Chief Stew Fraser Olender, "But I know it's not today." But she also mentioned that the situation might worsen and that it might terminate our season. Kerry was diagnosed with the issue as the deck staff pulled the boat away from the pier to retrieve the tender and water toys. The chief officer contacted Kerry to let her know that the wing station controller was broken. Kerry inquired as to when a replacement could be sent and was informed that it would be sometime tomorrow. In the meantime, octopus, Spanish rice, saffron, and zucchini were served as the visitors' first lunch on board. He gets 5 stars from me. One visitor complimented Chef Anthony Iracani, particularly for being vegan, while another said that rice is phenomenal. Even though the lunch was excellent, the visitors continued to worry about their predicament. Ron, the main visitor, stated, "I think we're going to be parked here for a couple of days." Fraser and the inside crew were under a lot of stress since they were stranded at the port. In his candid interview, Fraser stated, "This is so unfair. They're only here for 3 days, too. The experience that these visitors paid for is not being received. We now have to be incredibly amusing as stews. There's a lot of strain." Fraser turned to Hugo for assistance after noticing the guests' dissatisfaction and disinterest. "Please, let's do something," they are saying. "And for the past 3 hours, they have been asking me." He asked whether we might take a sunset sail, and Hugo said yes. In the meantime, Yacht Services texted Kerry again to inform her that the part she needed wouldn't be shipped until tomorrow. Apologies for the wait. The guests had to hear the unpleasant news from Kerry. Today, the part was not delivered. He assured them it was only the logistics of transporting it from Miami to here. Ron, the main visitor, was not pleased and said, "Oh my gosh, that sucks." Kerry was treated to a triple-layered cake with chocolate ganache and gold, as well as spaghetti carbonara with black truffle, when she joined the guests for a meal to commemorate the primary's 10th wedding anniversary. Kerry joked, "Not today, it's not," in response to a guest who asked if the St. David was one of his favorite boats. "My least favorite boat is this one." The yacht stayed at the dock the entire time. Thus, the charter didn't conclude the way the guests or crew had hoped. See how the crew was reprimanded by the charter guests by leaving them a small tip.